Good morning, guys. TJ here with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Sunday morning so far. We're going to jump in, build out a 5-flex slip over on PrizePicks, an all MLB slip, and obviously we're going to be utilizing the PrizePicks optimizer here at DGF. Guys, if you haven't signed up with us at DGF, you can sign up for a 7-day free trial right now, free of charge. Go to dgfantasy.com to get started today. If you guys have any questions, obviously, feel free to leave a comment or reach out to us on Twitter, or we have this sweet little live chat option right here. Go ahead and click that. Ask us any type of questions you might have. It says we'll be back online tomorrow. We're answering those things 24/7. So if you have any questions, go ahead, hit up the live chat. But go to dgfantasy.com, 7-day free trial. Get started today. We're going to jump into this all MLB PrizePicks slip right now. We're going to be building out a 5-flex slip. Why do we focus on 5 and 6 leg slips over on PrizePicks? Best bang for your buck. Yeah, they might not be as easy to hit as a 2-man power, but over time, you will remain way more profitable if you're playing these 5 and 6 flex slips over on PrizePicks. We need minus 119 implied odds in a 5 flex, minus 118 implied odds in a 6 flex. If you're playing 2-man powers, you need minus 137 odds for each individual leg to remain profitable. Makes no sense. You guys should be playing and fixating on 5 and 6 leg flex slips if you want to be a plus EV better and remain profitable in the long term. So that is why right now we're going to build out this 5-flex slip utilizing the PrizePicks optimizer. We're going to start at the very top here with Ronald Acuna, under 10 fantasy score. So when it comes to these fantasy scores, these hitter fantasy scores, these sportsbooks don't have a fantasy score market, but they do have all the individual props needed to make up a fantasy score. So what DGF does on the back end is find the near even line for all of those individual props, given that we have them, to come up with a fantasy score as what these markets would actually have them listed at if they did have it, but they don't. So we do that math for you. So right here we have PrizePicks currently has Acuna's over under for fantasy score set to 10. So what we've done is if we look at Acuna, we have given all of his individual stats, his near even lines for all of those individual stats that make up his fantasy score on PrizePicks. We have him currently projected for 8.4. That's a 1.6 fantasy score difference as to what we're getting on PrizePicks compared to the odds that we have from those individual props on DraftKings for Acuna. So that is a really strong leg to start out with. It looks like PrizePicks is way too aggressive here on Ronald Acuna's fantasy score. So we're going to be taking that under 10 fantasy score. And then moving on down the list, same thing with Aaron Judge. Currently set to 8.5 on PrizePicks. And if we go ahead and look up Aaron Judge, we see that he is not pulling. There we go. Sportsbook lines, if they did have that market, should have Aaron Judge set to 9.9 based on all of his individual stats needed to create that fantasy score. So PrizePicks has it at 8.5. The sportsbook, being DraftKings, would have this at 9.9. So we're getting that 1.4 difference, another really strong leg to add. So the beginning of the slip is going to be Acuna under 10 fantasy score, Aaron Judge over 8.5 fantasy score. Guys, we're just going to move right down this list to build out our 5-flex. Zach Gallen, under 7 strikeouts. Right now, multiple books have this set to 6.5. So not only are we getting the better number here on PrizePicks, but a lot of these books actually have juice on the under 6.5. That being DraftKings, that has this set to minus 115 on the under of 6.5. We got Barstool and BetMGM that both have this set to minus 120. And then Caesars almost at minus 130 on this under 6.5. So we're getting the better number here at 7. So we're looking at a 55.5% fair odds percent for Gallen to stay under 7 strikeouts. Directly below that is going to be Jake Irvin over 4 strikeouts. Right now, multiple books have this set to 4.5. Yes, a lot of them do have juice on the under, but that's okay because we're getting this better number of 4 over on PrizePicks. It actually looks like Caesars has juice on his over of 4.5, so we'll see what happens throughout the day. But regardless, we're still looking at a 55.2% fair odds percent for Jake Irvin to hit his over 4 strikeouts for the Nationals. And last but not least, in our 5-flex, guys, we're going to have Juan Moncada over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, also known as HRR. Right now, direct comparison to just DraftKings, that has it set to minus 140 on his over. So we're looking at a 54.5% fair odds percent for Juan Moncada to go over that 1.5 HRR. All 5 of these plays are viable in a 5-man flex. In terms of fair odds percentages, we're looking for 54.25% fair odds, 55.3%, excuse me, fair odds percent to remain profitable in the long term for each. That's what we need for each individual leg in our PrizePicks slip, which is what we obviously have here. And if you guys are GGF members and you ever get confused on what is viable for what slip type, please make sure you're utilizing this plus EV plays drop down box. You will see right here the 5 and the 6 legs are the best bang for your buck. And if we go ahead and click off this 5 pick flex drop down and we filter by 5 flex, we will see all of these plays are viable for a 5 flex slip. So what did I do? I took the top 5. We got them right here. It looks like one actually got removed, that being Juan Moncada. But guys, guess what? That's okay because we have another play. Mookie Betts under 2.5 HRR. 2 different books currently have this set. Juice on the under here, DraftKings minus 135. We got Bovada set to minus 145. So a 54.5% fair odds percent, only 0.01% difference from Juan Moncada, so not a big difference at all. So we'll go ahead, we'll get Mookie Betts locked in as a really good replacement, and we're going to go ahead and hit enter, and that's going to be our 5-leg flex, guys. If you are going to be tailing this, please go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you smash that subscribe button if you guys haven't, and turn on that notification bell so when we do post content, you guys see it first. Let's go ahead and cash this Sunday all MLB slip out. I love you guys, and I'll catch you later.